Centro Properties is a large commercial property group which operates shopping centres all over Australia, as well as having some properties in New Zealand and the USA. In this case, the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, ASIC, alleged that there were some serious deficiencies in the company's financial reporting, and the court found that this was so. Those financial reports had been signed off by the directors, and ASIC sought penalties against 2 executive directors and 6 non-executive directors of the company for breaches of the directors' duties under the Corporations Act. The case revolved around the content of the directors' duties and how deeply they are required to look at the company's books. To a certain extent, directors are entitled to rely on the officer preparing the books. Justice Middleton said, while directors are required to take reasonable steps to place themselves in a position to guide and monitor the management of the company, they are entitled to rely upon others, at least except where they know, or by the exercise of ordinary care should know, facts that would deny reliance. However, His Honour then found as a fact that in this case, the nature of the misreporting was such that directors either knew or ought to have known that the financial statements were wrong. He found essentially that these were not just technical errors in the accounts. The reports as a whole did not fairly reflect the position of the company. He then went into some detail about the duties of directors. He said, "A reading of the financial statements by the directors is not merely undertaken for the purpose of correcting typographical or grammatical errors or even immaterial errors of arithmetic. The reading of financial statements by a director is for a higher and more important purpose, to ensure, as far as possible and reasonable, that the information included therein is accurate. The scrutiny by the directors of the financial statements involves understanding their content. The director should then bring the information known or available to him or her in the normal discharge of the director's responsibilities to the task of focusing upon the financial statements." This case was initially thought to have lifted the bar on the expectations of directors, but realistically the requirement remains the same: to exercise care and diligence in the management of the company, including its compliance with reporting requirements.